Hi everyone, welcome back to another fun day of drawing. Today I'm sharing with you these very exciting dough and pencils I got for my birthday. So they're very special because once you've drawn on a piece of paper, you can then use this special blender. You can see there's a water cartridge at the end. If you squeeze it, it's going to feed water onto this brush here. And when you apply it to what you have drawn, it will magically turn it into like a watercolor painting. So let's jump right into it. We're going to do some landscapes just to test these pens out. So for this first one, I'm doing some mountain in Switzerland. I don't really know the name of it, but it just looks so colourful to me, I wanted to draw it. So in the beginning, I'm using some darker colours just to outline the horizon and also doing some shading at the base of the mountain there. I'm mainly using some cold colours here, so some blue, purple and a little bit of pink as well. I know it doesn't look like a mountain so far, but wait for it. I'm actually going to use the unexpected colour of orange, as you can see here. That's because at the top of the mountain it's receiving quite a bit of sunlight, so I'm really exaggerating the contrast between warm and cold shades. So as I continue, I'm just filling in more colours, especially in the gaps. So I have to envision what these colours will look like later when I use the water blender, because the colours in the neighbouring area will mix in with each other. I'm now starting to draw the reflection of the mountain on the lake. Here is a little tip for you when you're drawing reflection of something on the water. Use the horizon, so the middle line, as the line of symmetry. So anything above that line should be mirrored down to the water surface. So if you look at it sideways, it should look fairly symmetrical. Right, this is a moment of truth. Let's see how this turns out. Look. Just how satisfying is this? I actually didn't expect it to be quite a bit darker, but I like it. It makes it a lot more vibrant. So I just topped up with the pencils a little bit just because I wanted to make the base a little bit darker, just because the top was a little bit darker than expected. So I don't know whether it is satisfying for you to watch, but it is so satisfying for me to use this water blender. You can just see the colours melting into the paper. And it's so effortless because I don't need to think about which colours to use, because the colours have already been drawn. And here I actually again topped up with some pencils again, and actually I quite like the texture it gives on top of the already blended colours, so I'm just leaving them like that without blending it further. It's funny because it's like I'm advertising for these Derwent's pencils, but I'm not actually sponsored by anyone. Hopefully one day. So I'm just finishing off the last few bits here, just filling in more colours in the gaps. And I actually almost forgotten to draw the clouds reflection, so I'm just doing this now. Voila, one done. So this second one I'm doing is a view of a beach. Again, I don't know the name of it, apologies. I'm starting this picture with drawing the horizon first. So there are two little islands, one on the left, one on the right. As you can see, I'm using a darker blue to outline that, and then adding a little bit of green on top. As I'm colouring up the sky, I'm leaving some space there, just some areas of white so that they could be clouds later on. And here it comes again, the blender, the magic happens. And this is moments when the islands come alive. You can see how much more obvious the green has become now. Just doing a little bit of tidying here and there. So this is the part when the dimension becomes a lot more interesting. So I'm basically using the direction of the waves to help me achieve that, to add a little bit of depth into the picture. I didn't mention, but there is actually a big palm tree right in the right hand side, quite close to us, but I'm just finishing the background first because everything is in the back. And here is the palm tree coming up. Actually, it feels a little bit wrong drawing this massive black line across this background, which I've spent so much effort doing. But I'll make it worth it. Here I'm using a light color just to outline the direction of the leaves in which they grow out. So it provides me a skeleton to build the leaves on later on. So I'm starting with these kind of dark streaks coming out from each limb. And then adding on the dark green on. I quite like just using the darker colors first. It's just a personal preference really. I feel like if you have done the darker colors, it gives you a basis to build the lighter colors on top more easily. Here we go, the last bit of blending, and we're nearly done. Great, another one done. So this third one is a little bit different from the previous one. I'm doing the pyramids of Giza. So I'm just roughly outlining everything here without too many details. Have you guys been to Egypt? I've actually never been before. Quite like to go one day. So here it comes, the blender again. Just adding some more texture to this layer. Adding a little something here. You can guess what it is. So after blending, I'm using the color pencils again to go over it, just to add a bit more details. There you go, third one done. What do you think? Okay, this is the last one here. I have absolutely no idea where this place is. But what I know is that I would love to go there for a holiday. It just looks so nice. You'll see. So like I said before, I'm using this horizon, the middle line, as the line of symmetry. So anything above and below that should be symmetrical of each other. And here's the fun part again. So one thing I've learned so far is that you have to land your blender precisely on the color you want first. Because it seems like whichever color you land on first, that's going to be more dominant over any neighboring colors. I know so far it just looks like an ordinary sea with a pretty sunset, but just wait for it, there will be something added to it in a bit. So I do like a good silhouette. When you have a beautiful background, just add black to it and outline whatever shape you need to draw, and it's very effective. There you go. I hope you enjoyed my drawing. I'm a little bit tired now after drawing for an hour and a half non-stop, but I really enjoyed myself. I really like these Derwent pencils. They're very effective yet fun to use. Anyway, stick around, I'll see you next time.